Thank you very much for our reading today. I am going to be very short and very sweet and to the point. There are other things which we do as a congregation today in celebrating our young people and having their time together. However, how do you feel about today's sermon from John? Pretty rugged, isn't it? You brood of vipers! Just imagine if you got that, this was your first sermon that you preached to a congregation. Wouldn't you hate it? But here in the wilderness, by the way, did you notice how many people are standing around in the wilderness? There are tax collectors, there are the ordinary people, there are the soldiers. What a strange sort of wilderness that place is. But John's message is a difficult message to take. But when we go in towards this time of Christmas, it's not always about pleasantries, is it? And today I want to frame us a little bit in our thinking regarding Christmas. Today we have lit blue candles because I want to celebrate what's called a blue Christmas. To talk about the fact that Christmas is not always good news to everybody. For many reasons, Christmas can be a very difficult time. Christmas can be difficult if we live away from home, away from those that we love and we care for. Many of us here in this congregation are migrants. We have family spread around the world, don't we, as a congregation? And sometimes that can be very difficult. I know that when I first came to this country, Christmas was the toughest time of all, because it was the time when it seemed that everyone else was having a good time. But I, from my point, understood the intense loneliness of that time. Christmas is not a good time if you're not well. You know, just wanting to be better, wanting to be normal, like the people around us, and celebrate in a normal way. And sometimes it's not possible. Perhaps even harder is Christmas can be a time if we've lost someone that we loved and cared for, a partner, a close family member. We think of that person. It's funny how those times really sort of sharpen our memory, aren't they? The person that you miss, the person that you care for. Christmas is not always a fun time. It's not always about the jingle bells. It's not always about the hubbub of the selling at the shopping centre. I went to the shopping centre in my town yesterday. It was crazy. And I don't think it's going to get much better prior to the 24th of December, do you? And is that really what Christmas is all about? Christmas, in that cacophony of sound, that multitude of sounds that seem to be thrown on you, and nowhere better is it, example, than in the shopping centres. Because it seems like you can't escape it. Where I was, there were people on sort of tannoys telling you, quickly come and buy, we had a sale before Christmas. If you get this, you'll get 50% off. They don't tell you you'll probably get 75% off the week after Christmas, do they? Have you noticed that? But, you know, that's... all the sounds are going. There's the ho-ho-hoing of the Father Christmas who's having the pictures taken. There's the kids that are getting ratty. You know, like, kids at shopping centres. My goodness. I've got one. I know exactly what they're like. My daughter can go from one thing to another. Oh, this is what I really want for Christmas, until we get into the next store. And that's what I really want for Christmas. Oh, that's what I really want for Christmas. Christmas can be a tough time. Christmas can be a tough time if you have no money. If you are an asylum seeker. Christmas can be a tough time if you are simply on your own. Christmas is not always a good time. And we should somewhat take John's words seriously here. Because if we take John's words seriously, as he preaches, that we need to change our ways, we need to have a different attitude towards life. Christmas doesn't always seem the fun, great celebration that we perhaps think it is. Christmas can be tough if we want to live a different way. Because it's about consumerism now, isn't it? For most of us, is that true? I don't know. I see it in my world. Consumerism, I try and escape it, but it's always there. You know, you buy and Unfortunately, I don't get big presents now. I think it's, as you get older, the presents get smaller. I don't know why that is. Maybe because they think, oh, well, you're not going to have it as long as you thought you were going to have it. I don't know. I think weirdly about these things, obviously. But it's not about presents. It's actually about changing the way we live. Because about 2,000 years ago, in the desert, John was saying, there's a different message. You know, God wants to clean us up. God wants to change our minds, make us live better lives, be better people. And it said, don't put your trust in all of the things. You know, if you've got 2 shirts, what do? You give one away to someone who has one. As I counted my 32 shirts this morning in my closet, I thought to myself, probably time for a bit of a clean-up. But there is also time for a bit of an audit in the way that we live our lives with one another. Where selfishness, self-centeredness, self-seeking and self-gratification is often the way of the world. Yet God calls us to a different way. As we think about Christmas, perhaps thinking beyond ourselves, thinking of how we can make life better for others, how we can welcome the stranger, the one who is lonely, the one who is bereaved, the one who is lost. You know, we came into church this morning, we sang that chorus which we sing often. The Spirit of the Lord is now upon me, to heal the broken heart and set the captive free, to open prison doors and make the blind to see. The Spirit of the Lord is now on me. Have you noticed how that's about helping others, giving for others? We live in a world where people are captive to many things, where people's hearts have been broken so often around us. Today, my simple message as we draw to the close of this is, Christmas is not always a good time for people, but we can help people see and understand that there is a deeper and truer meaning in terms of our faith, in terms of our understanding, in terms of our giving to one another and to those who live beyond us. So today I encourage you, I ask you to remember that the person next to you might not see Christmas the same way that you do, and that together we might make Christmas a reality in the lives of other people. That the good news can be bad news, but the bad news is there is good news.